What's up, everybody? This is Corbin, and I'm not wearing a shirt under this, so don't judge me. It's a really big jacket on me. Sorry, there's a kid sleeping right there. Anyway, let me come over here where I can talk to you guys better. Sorry, I'm recording on a really crappy phone. So, I want to talk about these people that are coming out as trans, as in it's a trend. Well, if you haven't guessed it, I'm trans. And I'm gonna be honest, it kind of really pisses me off when I see this happening because, sorry, my teeth are really yellow right now. I've been in bed all day. I'm not feeling too good, and my hair's a mess. Anyway, if you haven't guessed it, I am trans, and being trans is, and I mean, you can identify as whatever you want, whatever, but these people that are coming out here and just claiming to be trans and they aren't really trans, well, they're doing two things. One, they're confusing the young kids that are looking at them as, because they want them to be role models and all this other stuff. They're looking at them and saying, oh, you're saying that that's being trans, well then I'm trans. And most of the time these people that are just saying they're trans, they're feeling body dysmorphia, not dysphoria. Sorry if I said dysmorphia wrong. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. And that's just when you don't like something about your body, stuff like that. Being trans and having dysmorphia is in the brain. It just basically meant that when you were in your mother's womb, your brain was one gender and your body's another. So until your body and your mind match, it's going to, you're going to have dysmorphia, you're going to have anxiety, and that's one of the reasons why so many trans people commit suicide, is because they're having so much dysmorphia, and one, they might not know what it is, two, they grew up somewhere where it was not safe to tell, three, they don't have any support around them, or four, they're scared and they're looking at these people and they don't know what it is, and they see how people are treating the transgender community and the LGBT community in a whole. And that's one of the problems, is that people are throwing around terms like transgender too easy. And people are getting surgeries and people are starting T. And people that aren't even really trans are doing this. And then I've watched videos of people who have went and had surgery and had all that stuff, and afterwards they actually had dysphoria, because then their mind and their body wasn't on the same page then, because they were born in the right gender. Their body matched the gender that their mind was when they were born, but they went and got surgery because they thought they were confusing dysmorphia. You guys know what I'm trying to say, sorry. Body dysmorphia for gender dysphoria. And I'm just, one thing I want to say, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. One thing I want to say is, if you think you're trans, don't get T right away. Don't get surgery right away. Make sure that it is what it is. Talk to people that went through surgery. Talk to friends that are supportive. Talk to family that's supportive. Talk to a psychiatrist, a therapist, whatever you have to. But make sure, because sometimes you really are confused. And some people, there's a lot of people out there that say they're trans and stuff for attention and all that, because they love the attention they get. And sorry, my hair's a mess, guys. I gotta fix this. That's still terrible, but anyway, but there is some people that do it for attention. There is, and one, that's fucked up, because no one who's actually trans likes being trans. It's terrible. People commit suicide, people attempt suicide, people self-harm over it, people go to drugs and alcohol over it, I know people personally that are trans, and they grew up in the same town I did, and I was the first person to ever come out in my town as anything, gay, anything, because I live in a very country, small town, and yeah, there's always been gay people here and stuff, but no one came out as it. People that were gay and stuff, once you get old enough, they moved away. They didn't stay here. They didn't do that. I know a man who married and has a family. But I know him personally, and I know he's gay. But he's married to a woman, has kids, and no one else knows he's gay. I mean, that's how it goes. And same thing with transgender people. A lot of people are scared, and in this time, it's easier to come out as it used to be, because there's a lot of people that are accepting and stuff like that. But if you're like me, like I said, I got outed. I confided in people that I thought were my friends, and they told everyone. And then they stopped being my friends. I grew up in foster care, so I didn't have any family to lean on anyway. But when I got outed, the living situations got a lot worse. School got worse. Teachers were mean. I mean, everything just got worse. And if you're actual trans, you can get to a point where you accept that you're trans, and you do what you need to do to try to get your mind and your body on the same page. But if you're not trans, you're giving the actual trans community a bad name, and that's why people hate trans people so much. Is one of the big reasons is because there's people coming out here with stupid things like, oh, these people can be trans, so I'm gonna be a starship. And I've actually went on Instagram and watched YouTube videos, and people are actually coming out as shit like this. And I'm like, no. Being transgender is when your mind does not match your body, gender-wise. Now, yes, if you were born a female, whatever, your chromosomes will always be the same. You can't change those. But you can get your body, your voice, all that. You can get it as close to what your mind is as you can. And that's what lessens dysphoria. And that's what people don't understand, is there's people out here that they're just like, oh, you're just confused. Oh, you're just a tomboy, or you're just a feminine male, or whatever. And I'm like, there's a difference between being a feminine male or being a tomboy than being transgender, which transgenders have gender dysphoria. And like I said with body dysmorphia, or however you say it, people need to realize, and I've said this many times because I'm trying to make it clear, and sorry, the lighting's bad in here, the camera angle's bad, but here, let me set you guys up again where it'll be easier to talk to y'all. But that's one thing you guys gotta realize, okay? Body dysmorphia is hating something about your body, not because it is the wrong gender that your mind is, but it is because, your hair, you want it short, you want it long, you're overweight, and I mean, there's been a lot of people with body dysmorphia who has got their breasts bigger, or got their breasts decreased. There's, guys who didn't like the size of their penis because it was too small, whatever. That's not gender dysphoria. That's not gender dysphoria. That's body dysmorphia. And people are getting these two things confused. And some people are doing it for attention, yes, some people are, but a lot of people are getting these two things confused and thinking that body dysmorphia means they're transgender. It does not. And then they go on these platforms like Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and even TikTok or Musical.ly or whatever you want to call it. They get on these things, and then these young kids, these really, really young kids, are looking at them and saying, oh, well, I'm a girl, but I like short hair, so I'm transgender. Or I'm a boy, but I like playing with dolls, so I'm transgender, and all this other stuff. And I just think that we as a community need to get out here, and we need to try to set this straight. Because I feel like a lot of the hate, not all of it, there's always going to be hate on everything in the LGBT community. That's never going to go away. Never is. Same like with racists. There's always going to be racist. You can't get rid of these things because people are going to hate when they want to hate. But a lot of people, like I've talked to people that support the LGBT, like lesbians, gays, bi, pansexuals, all that, but they don't support transgenders because they think that it's choice. If you're transgender, you would never choose this because it is painful. It's crazy expensive. It's terrible. And the feeling in your mind of the dysphoria can't go away. Sorry, there's a baby crying. It can't go away until you fix what you're having the dysphoria about. For me, and I'm going to talk personally, me right now, I'm pre-T, couldn't tell. I'm not where I can financially get on it right now. But for me, my dysphoria is, yes, I have bad body dysphoria, I do. But my main thing is my voice. When I get on T, because I'm going to take this one step at a time because I have other mental issues like anxiety and depression, like a lot of transgenders do, and ADHD, OCD, just a bunch of stuff, and I got to take it slow or I'm going to get overwhelmed. But once I get on T, I'm probably going to stay on T for at least 2 years. I've already told myself that before I started, because as much as I want surgery, I know I got to take it slow. But I got to get on T. That's the first step anyway, because my voice, that's the main thing that bothers me, is yeah, I wish my face was a little more masculine, because everyone says I got a baby face. I don't see that. I wish, I had a better jawline, maybe, just more masculine, and my voice, though, that's what bothers me the most. I mean, I don't care if I had facial hair. I think I'd look kind of weird with facial hair just because now T does change facial features sometimes they're slight, sometimes they're really noticeable, you can never tell. But that's one thing that I think I'd look at thin, because seeing how my face is, because I'm self-conscious, and the way my face looks now, it would not look right on T, with facial hair. I feel like I'd have, like, maybe I'd leave a little bit. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of facial hair just because it's scratchy and all that. But my voice, like I said, that's big thing that bothers me, because it is higher pitched, and it, people when they see me, which right now I look terrible, so you probably can't tell in the lighting and all that crap, but when people see me, they look at me and they say, "Oh, hi young man, whatever," because I do look young. I'm 18, about to be 19 this month, but I do look young. So people say, "Hi young man, blah 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 blah," and then I talk. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am," or sorry, they say young man, and then they say sorry, ma'am. I rambled, so I don't know if y'all understood, but and it brings me into anxiety attacks and stuff like that whenever people say do that, because I've lived in this town for a long time. People have known I was trans since I was 16, since I was in 6th grade, so I was 12. People have known since I was 12, and people aren't accepting. Even in the other gays and lesbians that have come out in my town, they all don't accept it. They tell me, "Oh, you're just lesbian, you're just confused, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "No, I'm not lesbian, I am a man. I know I am a man." And sorry, I had a nice little double chin going on. And also, muscle is another thing that I really am looking forward to on T, because I've always been, I don't look it, but I've always had upper body strength. Just naturally, I've always been strong upper body wise, and a lot of people don't, it's not noticeable, It's not noticeable, but it is there, and I'm really looking forward to being actually able to show that I have muscles. And I don't know, guys. I'm trying to get appointments to go start the process of getting on tea. It's oh, my teeth are so yellow. I'm so sorry, guys. I just had a dip in also, so it makes my teeth really bad. Anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm gonna try to do better about actually posting. I've gotten, I have some legal stuff going on, and I got meetings I gotta go to, and a bunch of stuff. So it's kind of hard, but I'm gonna try to get my shit together and be there for you guys. See you guys.